I got a few more things I want to say about this shit. Now, let's take an animal's mind versus a human being in their mind. The consciousness level of a animal is not the same as a human being. We are capable to talk, think things out, create, and I don't mean just create homes or houses for us to live in, because they do the same thing. But what I'm saying is our capabilities and our consciousness is way more superior than theirs. So therefore we should be holding ourselves in a higher stance and a higher self-awareness than sitting here and saying it's okay to consume our brethren or our sisters, because the animals are a part of us too. There are our brothers and sisters too. So what you are saying when you condone in eating this or doing this, it is okay to kill your brother and your sister animals because their consciousness is nowhere near the capability of a human being, when a human being is taking the proper measurements that they need to take to get their body to where they need it to be. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm a fucking saint, and and I put everything in my body that I absolutely 100% know it's good. No, I can't say that, because you know what? I smoke cigarettes. Every once in a while, I might have me one or two drinks. Drink wine every once in a while, but like far as like beer or alcohol, I might have one or two every once in a while. I don't do it all the time, because I know alcohol, alchemy, okay? Everything, why you think it's called alcohol? It's alchemy. It changes your perception. It changes your reception when in and what you receive and what you put out. Okay? And also, when you drink too much of it, it will lower your frequency and your vibration, and it will allow parasites to attach themselves to you and feed off your energy. That's why you think most drunks that get drunk, they are negative. Okay? They're lowering their vibration. But this is not about that. But my whole point is, human beings, their minds, their brains are capable of doing way more superior things than our animal brother and sisters. But that does not mean that because they cannot do the things or think the things and create things like we do, it doesn't mean that, oh well, they're down on the totem pole. No, we should be holding ourselves at a higher standard. Okay? This is some low vibrational shit, and I don't give a shit what nobody says. This is some low vibrational shit, because when an animal is killed, it has releases hormones into the bloodstream, and then it is consumed. It's negative. Do you see the difference? You want to compare a plant or a fruit to a living being animal that can show you their feelings. They can show you what they want, just like a dog can show you when it wants to go outside. A dog can show you when they're hungry. And all animals can do this. They all have the same when it comes to the feelings and the emotions. Okay? Who do you say you don't know if that animal has a soul or not? You don't have a fucking clue. Everybody is just now figuring out how the fucking world is working. Everybody just now figuring out all the shit that's been going on and all the lies. They the ones that gave you the idea that it's okay to eat meat. And you think that the ones that gave it to you, which is your fucking owners, your rulers, they love the cannibalism. They love to be cannibals. That's why they eat a fucking human flesh. And you eating a fucking being, an animal, is no different than you chowing down the fucking human flesh, because you know what? They both have feelings, and they both can relate to you in some way that they don't want that to be done. Okay, we have the voice box, the tongue that's able to move and talk and use words to express how we feel. The animals can't. All they can do is give you their expression. Okay, their eyes. Look in their eyes. You can see the hurt, the fear. You gonna look at a motherfucking fruit? You gonna look at a fucking tomato, or you gonna look at a avocado or some kale, and you gonna see the emotion pouring out of that motherfucking fruit or that vegetables? You gonna see the emotion pouring out? You gonna see the... No, you ain't. So when somebody says, well, what is the difference in eating meat versus eating plants and vegetables or fruits and vegetables? Because they're both conscious. You're right. But if you put the plant and the motherfucking animal, and then you put the human being, who is the smartest out of all of them three? Who can process and do things and create out of all of them? You should know. Take a look around the fucking world. You got a bunch of fucking slaves walking around. Don't have a fucking clue. And like I always say, they don't want one. But you take out of the three categories of plants, animals, and human beings, which out of the three would you say should hold themselves higher in their decision making? Should hold themselves higher in their heart coherent? The human being. Because the human being was gave with all the necessary tools that we need. We have a reptilian part of our brain which represents the fight or flight. Either you know when you need to fight, or you know when you need to fucking flight. Emotions. Being able to handle your emotions in your limbic system part of your brain. Okay? That's second. Third would be the neocortex. This would be the higher order, the higher thought. Do you see any motherfucking animals doing some higher thought in the neocortex part of their brain? Do you see them figuring out any calculations? Human being needs to hold themselves higher because they was gave more tools to use, so they would have to be on this low animalistic vibration. You know what an animal is? Look at the fucking word. An ill male. An ill male animal is an ill man. See, you become an ill man. You consume the animal, you become an ill male or an ill man. Just spell the word. A-N-I-M-A-L. Animal, right? I in the center. M-A-N. All. All ill man. Damn, it's telling you all men are ill because they want to eat the animal. Y'all need to wake up. Love y'all. Bye.